It begins at dawn on an ancient plain. A small band, driven by hunger and hope, steps out of Africa. For generations, survival is ground from bitter seeds, the sound of grit on teeth a constant companion. But slowly, the hunt for wild grain gives way to the harvest. Farming creates surplus, and with it, hierarchy. Huts cluster along riverbanks, growing into the world's first towns, then its first cities. In Mesopotamia, law is carved into stone. Along the Nile, calendars tame the floods, organizing time and taxes. Memory becomes record as humanity learns to write its own story. From the Indus basin to the Yellow River, walls rise and scribes tally the harvest. Writing, law, and leadership evolve together, turning scattered city-states into the first great empires. The Achaemenids connect their realm with roads and couriers. Han administrators fill granaries, guided by ancient texts, and Roman law defines what it means to be a citizen. Governance becomes a craft, a blueprint for the ages, asking a question we still wrestle with. How do strangers learn to trust one another and share power? But power is not only held by armies and kings, it is carried in the mind. New ideas begin to shape civilizations from the inside out. Philosophies of duty, virtue, and enlightenment offer new ways to understand the world. And westward, revelations of a single God forge powerful communities of faith. These beliefs need roads to travel, and the world provides them. The Silk Roads carry not just silk, but stories. Monsoon winds push ships heavy with spice and scripture across the Indian Ocean. And across the Sahara, caravans trade in gold, salt, and faith. This great exchange sparks invention and connection, but also carries plague and conflict. It is the engine of progress and the seed of destruction. Then, suddenly, the maps outgrow their margins. On a quay in Lisbon, a sailor's compass points toward an unknown horizon. An age of curiosity, powered by ocean winds, connects continents that never knew the other existed. The Great Columbian Exchange reshapes diets, destinies, and demographics, forever altering the planet. At the same time, a revolution of the mind is brewing. Pamphlets whisper a radical idea that power belongs to the people. This call for liberty echoes across oceans, toppling thrones and forging new nations. But as old chains of monarchy crack, new ones are forged in the fires of industry. Factories rise, cities swell, and a new struggle for justice begins. The new century answers with iron and steam. Empires lay rails across continents, but resistance travels just as fast, carried in songs and printed words. The clash that follows engulfs the globe in 2 world wars, ending with new flags rising over old colonies. A long, tense standoff divides the planet, even as the world grows more connected through trade and talk. Now, digital tools place the entire history of human knowledge in our pockets, yet these same tools spread division, widen inequalities, and warm our planet. We can now edit the very code of life, creating cures and profound dilemmas. We build artificial intelligence that challenges the limits of our own understanding. We live in one connected world, more powerful and more fragile than ever. The next great shift in our shared story is already taking shape, born from the echoes of that first footstep on an ancient African plain.